All right, 24.1, first open workout for this year. Honestly, I was expecting something a little bit more complex. Um, it's simple. It's not complicated. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. I did it tonight, so I can kind of give you some experience on that as well. But let's go through it. So it's 21 snatches on one arm, 21 burpees over the dumbbell, 21 snatches on the other arm, 21 burpees over the dumbbell, 15, 15, 15, 15, 9, 9, 9, 9. It's definitely does not feel like a 21, 15, 9 workout. It's a little bit longer than that. It is definitely a burpee workout. It's not a snatch workout. It's 90 total dumbbell snatches, 90 total burpees, 180 reps. If you have any kind of concept of how many reps per minute you do, that's kind of a good way to break it down. So it's a 15-minute time cap. If you want to finish within the cap, I think you need to do about, I'll do my math. Should have done my math on this. Anyways, probably about 13, I think it's about 13 reps a minute. Maybe it's 12. Almost 12 reps a minute. So if it's 12, it's 6 snatches and 6 burpee over the dumbbell in a minute to be able to, yeah, good. I did the math. There we go, to get it done. So if you could EMOM that 6 snatches and 6 burpee over the dumbbell every minute, then you should be able to finish this workout in the time cap. So a couple of things to think about. One, on the dumbbell, there is definitely the potential to kind of get go out too hot and get in a trap. You can definitely slow your pace down, like have your pace slow down quite a bit by going too hard in the beginning. So I would definitely recommend pacing, especially on the 21s, both set of 21s, and more so the burpees and the snatches. If the weight of the dumbbell is something that you actually think will get like a little bit challenging, it's not the worst idea to break it up rather than kind of struggle through the set. You don't lose a ton of time by kind of like stepping back and resetting and being conservative with that. It's really the burpees where you can kind of, if you gas yourself, you're going to end up just standing around in the workout and you're going to end up spending 10, 15, 20 plus seconds not doing reps, right? You kind of always want to be moving during this workout. So not going out too hot. And really trying to hold back on both sets of 21 burpees. It's 42 burpees, right? So we kind of want to hold back there unless we have like really, really good burpee pace and conditioning or endurance on single movements, single upper body movements that way. Understanding, again, if the snatch is not that heavy, understanding that it's a burpee workout, it's just trying to figure out what your burpee pace is. There's definitely a bit of a unique rhythm on the burpee over the dumbbell because technically like a part of your feet has to cross over the dumbbell. So you want to know how you're stepping back, how you're stepping over. Definitely do a couple of like practice sets or practice rounds to be able to get that kind of in and understood. The standards are a little loose in terms of what you can do. So I think you can step or jump back, you can step or jump up, and then it doesn't need to be a 2-foot takeoff, but you need to be in the air. You can't step over the dumbbell, you need to be in the air. So you could go like, you could like Peter Pan style, like 1 foot, like wee, and then land on the other foot. You could kind of like, I think I did a bit of like a sliding jump where it's like I leaned to one side and then my outside foot came off and then my inside foot came off and landed in like a 1-2 step sort of thing. Technically, you're not allowed to clip the dumbbell. So if you clip the dumbbell or the dumbbell moves, it's a no rep and you have to repeat the entire burpee. So from that standpoint, you do want to make sure, again, that you have your footwork down, you understand your rhythm for the burpee itself, so that you don't have any missed reps or tripped up reps, or that's definitely not something that you kind of want to feel. For kinds of workouts like this, I think it was 8:35 total time. I not overly conditioned with burpees right now. The dumbbell definitely felt light, but the burpees definitely felt difficult. I stepped down and up all of my burpees, I think until the final 9 on each. Did a little bit of a jump back on the final 9, and then like kind of pushed the pace on, or sorry, did a little bit of a jump back on the first set of 9, and then like pushed the pace on the last 9. It was about all I had to give today. But yeah, you kind of have to understand when and where you can push. But in your head, it's like if you're not pushing the 15s, definitely don't push those 21s, right? I can't kind of stress that enough in terms of being conservative on that first set. I don't know if there's that much else to say on this, right? I think, again, if you kind of play that EMOM out in your head, you will know very quickly whether or not you're going to finish this workout. If that 6 and 6 is like no problem achievable, great. You can almost kind of think in your head like how many could I do in a minute, and you can break it down that way and almost give yourself like a target time. But if you're like, I don't know, 6 burpees and 6 snatches in a minute sounds like a lot, then maybe you'll be pushing up against the time, and so you kind of want to give yourself a little bit of gas left in the tank, so when you kind of get to those last rounds you can push it, rather than I think I saw 1 or 2 athletes tonight like just sucking wind a little bit on the last 2 rounds. So that's all I have for you guys. Not too many other thoughts. Again, keep it simple. It's a burpee focused workout. Kind of count your reps a little bit. That's it. Have some fun with it.